Hello and welcome into Crossley Field. I am your one and only commentator Crawford for the Commentator's Corner. In Cincinnati, the Houston Colt 45's take on the Cincinnati Reds. We'll be back after these messages. On the mound for Cincinnati is Jim Maloney. He's had a strong career, not the best, but not the worst. And his first batter of the night is Eddie Casco. The first pitch of the game is in there. Strike one. 0-1 to Casco. Maloney deals. Too low, and that's a ball. 1-1. That one's in there. Strike two. 1-2 to Casco. Casco waits the deal. Just outside 2-2. Maloney deals. Popped up and a foul ball. The pitch, swing on, and a miss. Casco goes down, swinging in the first out of the year of this 1964 MLB season. Nellie Fox up next, and he takes strike one to start the at-bat. The deal. Just down low, 1-1 to Fox. As Fox awaits the next pitch from Maloney. Down the middle of the field, and the first hit of the year for the Colt 45's.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 3.
And batting third, Pete Runnels. Strike one to Runnels. It's a good way to start off the at-bat for Maloney. Already man on first, Fox on first. Pitch. Just a little outside, 1-1. The next pitch in there, and it falls down. Fox is gonna go for third. And he's in there, safe. First and third. One out in the inning. Runnels gets his first hit of the year. Popped up just over. Just a little away. Not the greatest though, so that's not in there in time. And Walt Bond is up next for the 45's. As he takes strike one. Man on third, trying to get that run in to get the first run on the board of the year. Maloney deals. And it's popped up there. He might tag. Looks like he is. And that he is safe at home plate. First run of the year. Rusty Staub. Waits. That's Ground ball. There's one out. And that ends the inning. 45's put up 1 run on 2 hits. And the second-year man, Pete Rose, will lead off for the Reds. On the mound for the Colt 45's is Ken Johnson. As his first batter will be the power hitter and contact hitter, Pete Rose, who can do either or. As you saw last year, trying to improve from last year though. Rose hits the first pitch of the year. A ball to start off the year for the Colt 45's. A pitch. In there. Strike 1. 1-1 to Rose. Crowd's getting into it now. Ball 2. 2-1 to Rose. A pitch. That one's just outside. A pitch. In there, and it's just foul by Pete Rose as he trots back to home plate. That one's in there. No, but it's called a ball, and that's the first walk of the year. And it goes to the Colt 45's as Pete Rose, the first man on base for the Reds. Second man up is Chico Ruiz as he fouls off the first pitch. And it's 0-1 to start off the at-bat. Crowd getting back into it. Trying to tie up the Colt 45's. The pitch. Down low. Would have been out of the zone, but he swung. And he's down 0-2 to Ken Johnson. Johnson delivers again. That's way low. Wild pitch, no advance from Pete Rose. And it stays as it is, but with the ball. So it's 1-2 now. Johnson delivers up high. 2-2 to Ruiz. Johnson delivers. Popped up. And that one's going to fly foul. And it stays 2-2 as he awaits the next pitch. Johnson. It's fouled back for a third time in the at-bat. And it stays 2-2 yet again. Johnson delivers, strike him out, looking, and that's the first out for the Reds. And third up in the lineup is Vada Pinson. And he smacks one deep to left. Is that one over the wall? No! And a great catch at the wall by Walt Bond. And that's out number 2. That one sounded like it was gonna go out of here. And next up for the Reds is Frank Robinson, the big power hitter, as he fouls off his first pitch. Johnson delivers. Popped up. Is it going to fall? Yes. Rose gets to second. And Robinson gets a single.
Number 19.
And they may have a 2-out rally coming up. And next up is Gordy Coleman as he takes the first pitch. The pitch from Johnson. In there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1. Can the Reds stay with the Colt 45's? That one's in there again. And it's 1-2. 1-2 with 2 outs, 2 men on base. It's popped up. Casco going back. And he makes the catch, and that ends the inning. As we go to the top of the second, Colt 45 still lead 1-0 here in Crossley Field. Jim Wynn
The center field.
leading off for the Houston Colt 45's. The pitch from Maloney. In there. Strike 1. Maloney. Swing and a miss.
No ball.
That's 0-2 now. Oh, and 2 on Win. That's popped up to dead to center, and it is caught by the center fielder,
Batting 7.
Vada Pinson.
Number 14.
Next up is Bob Aspromonte. Aspromonte waits the first pitch, and that's a wild one, and it gets away from the catcher, but no one on base and no advance. And it's just 1-0 on the count. A pitch fouled back, and it's 1-1. The pitch in there, fouled back again, and it's 1-2 to Aspromonte. Aspromonte waits in there, swing and a miss, struck him out.
Batting 8. The catcher.
First batter goes down, and the 8th man in the lineup, Leo Cardenas. I meant John Bateman. Leo Cardenas is on the other team, in the 8th spot.
No,
That
that's
one's
a ball.
down low.
1-1.
1-1. Maloney, swing and a miss.
1 ball.
Got Bateman swinging, and he misses the ball. Maloney
2-2.
outside. A pitch
Ball 3.
down low. 3-2. A full count. And it's fouled off, and it'll stay as a full count to Bateman. Maloney in there. Struck him out, his second strikeout of the inning. And that ends the inning. 1 run. Doesn't let up. Jim Maloney doesn't let up any hits this time. Bob Skinner leads off for the Reds.
Bob Skinner.
Skinner waits the first pitch. And that one's in there. Reds still looking to tie up this game in the bottom of the second. A little down low, and it's 1-1. That's fouled off by Skinner. The pitch from Johnson, swing and a miss. And he got him striking out.
Batting seventh,
First strikeout
Johnny Edwards.
of the inning for Ken Johnson. And up for the Reds
Ball one.
is Johnny Edwards, the catcher. And he takes the first pitch, and it's 1-0. Johnson delivers, swing and a miss. 1-1.
One strike.
The pitch,
No, that's a ball. Too
low down low, 2-1 to Edwards. The pitch, in there, crack of the bat. Is that one gone? No, just short of getting over the wall. That's gonna get him to second base. Edwards gets a double. And that gets the crowd hyped. A crack of the bat, you could hear that one from a mile. Edwards starts off his first at bat strong. And now Cardenas up for the Reds.
No.
That one's just a little outside, called by the ump, and it's 1-0 to Leo Cardenas. Cardenas delivers. Strike one by Johnson. Johnson, his second pitch of the at-bat is fouled off by Cardenas, and it's 2 strikes. Johnson, the pitch, it's popped up, it's gonna get over the second baseman's head, and that's a single. For Cardenas. And now the pitcher, Jim Maloney, coming up to at bat. And Johnny Edwards scores on that one. Maloney. The pitch.
No, that's it.
Just a little in. And it's 1-0. Edwards maybe on third.
No.
That's a little outside. It's hard to tell with no scoreboard if he is scored or not. Well, actually, it's kind of hard to tell because I couldn't see, but you know what I mean. Maloney waits. That one's in there. Johnson to Maloney, and that's a strike. Strike 2. A pitch.
Full count.
Full count on Maloney. Edwards still on third. Hard to see from the camera angle that I saw earlier. So yes, he is on third, trying to get him in. Pete Rose on deck. That one's popped up and the at-bat stays alive. Full count on Maloney. Johnson trying to get him out. A pitch. It's in there and it's fouled off again by Maloney. A pitch by Johnson. is fouled off for a third time in a row by Maloney. Maloney. That one's fouled off for a fourth time. Maloney trying his hardest to get on pace and keep this at bat alive. The pitch. That one's fouled off for a fifth time in a row. Maloney at this point just trying to hope that he can get this in play, and he does. And that's going to get Edwards to score. And he's going to third. Is he going to get there? Yes. Maloney has an RBI on his first at-bat, and he has a single as Johnny Edwards comes in to tie the game at 1. And Cardenas gets to third base. And Pete Rose up, trying to get Cardenas in to take the lead.
No, that's a ball.
That one's a little inside, and it's 1-0 on Rose. Johnson.
No.
That one's down low. 2-0 on Rose. This might be bases loaded if Rose gets walked. Johnson delivers. That one is popped up. Is Cardenas gonna go? No, he stays at third. And Rose is out. And that's 2 outs. And now, coming up is Chico Ruiz. And he's already 0 for 1. But he's trying to get Cardenas to score here and take the lead for the Reds. That one's in there. It's popped up. That one should be caught. And it is. And that one ends it. But Jim Maloney, the pitcher, out of all people, get the score and the RBI for the Reds. As we're tied at 1-1. Leading off is, for the Colt 45's, is the pitcher for Houston, which is Ken Johnson. And he fouls off the first pitch, and it's 0-1. Maloney delivers to the other pitcher, and that one's popped up into left field and caught for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 11.
And that was caught by Bob Skinner. And now Eddie Casco comes back up for the second time this inning.
Yeah.
Not inning, but game. Second time this game. As he's already 0 for 1. That pitch by Maloney.
1-1.
A little high. 1-1. Maloney down the middle. Off of Maloney. And Casco is safe at first. Beat it. Beat the throw. Not by much. But he does get on base. And a base is a base. By about half a second or a second, he beats it. And now up is Nellie Fox for the Colt 45's. It's popped up into left field. Skinner has it.
The batter, number 3.
Skinner has caught 2 pop-outs this inning, and Pete Runnels, a man with the first hit for the Colt 45's, with his single in the first inning, and he is back here in the third. 2 outs. That one's in there. First strike, 0-1.
Ball.
Up high. Maloney decides his pitch. Throws it. And that one is fouled off. A pitch.
No, off the plate.
It's just a little off the plate. A pitch. In there, fouled off. By Reynolds, just trying to get on base here with 2 outs. That's fouled off by Reynolds, as he'll see another pitch. A pitch is popped up, and this pop out is gonna go to Chico Ruiz, and it's a 1-1 tie still. Only 1 hit for the Colt 45's that whole inning. As we go to the bottom of the 3rd.
Leading off,
Vada
the Red
Pinson.
Sox, the center fielder, number 28.
Pinson was the one who hit the deep fly ball to Walt Bond, and he caught it jumping on the wall. Strike 1 down the middle of the field, and Pinson has his first hit straight down the middle of the field, and that doesn't quite make up for the almost home run, but a hit is a hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And now up is Frank Robinson. Strike 1. The power hitter got on base with a single last time. Can he get on base again? Robinson. Pickoff attempt on Pinson, but he's safe. The pitch. Robinson off the body of Pete Reynolds, and he gets back to the bag and gets Robinson out. But
Now batting, number 19.
Pinson does advance to second base, and now Gordy Coleman is up, and he popped out in the 1st, and that's the bottom of the 3rd. A pitch. In there. Strike 1. 0-1. Johnson pitches, and that one is just outside. 1-1. Johnson, that one's in there. That one is fouled off into the crowd. The pitch. Inside 2-2. Johnson delivers to Coleman, and he fouls off another pitch. Coleman gets ready for the next pitch by Johnson. It is popped up to center field. And is caught by Wynn.
Now batting, left fielder, Bob Skinner.
And now Bob Skinner is up. Vada Pinson on second base. The pitch is called in there in the strike zone, and it's 0-1. The pitch is deep to right. Is that one out of here? No, but it's a ground rule double. And that one scores a run. Pinson comes home. And Coleman will go to second. Skinner will go to second. And now Johnny Edwards is up. He had a double with the crack of the bat, and he scored. The pitch is popped up, and he is out. And that will end the third inning, and we'll go to the fourth, as the Reds lead 2-1. Walt Bond
The left fielder.
will lead off in this fourth inning. He had a sacrifice fly in the first for the first run of the game and the first run of the season. And he had a crazy catch in left field as he fouls off the first, and the second pitch was a ball, so it's 1-1. The delivery from Maloney is swung on, and it's into the crowd, fouled off. The pitch up high. 2-1 to Bond. That one a little inside, and it's 3-2. And it was 2-2 last pitch. That one's down low, and it's outside. And Walt Bond takes the base, and Rusty Staub takes the plate, trying to advance. Walt Bond to second, third, maybe even home. Staub takes the first pitch, and it's a ball, called ball. That one's popped to right, and it's fouled off into the crowd. A pitch, fouled off back. Maloney delivers. Now 2-2 on the ball. The pitch. Full count. Called just a little out of the strike zone. And on deck for Rusty Staub is Jim Wynn. Staub waits, and that one's fouled off, and it stays. That's a full count. The pitch. And check swing, but the ump says he went, and that's a strikeout for Maloney. And the crowd goes wild. Jim Wynn up. The pitch. A little inside, and that's 1-0 to Win. The pitch. Down low again, and it's 2-0 to Win. Next pitch. Fouled back. The pitch by Maloney. And it swung on and hit to right field and caught in right field by Frank Robinson.
Number 14.
And that's another out. And now up is Bob Aspromonte, who struck out in the second. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Swing and a miss again. The pitch to Aspromonte, and it hit him, and he'll take his bag. Men on first and second, and John Bateman, the catcher, will come up for the 45's. A pitch is just inside, and it's 1-0. The pitch fouled back, and it's 1-1. The pitch fouled back again. The pitch is dead to center. Is it gonna fall? No. And that ends the top of the fourth, and we go to the bottom of the fourth by the catch by Vada Pinson, and the Reds keep their lead of 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Leo Cardenas will lead off for the Reds. The pitch. Down low. 1-0.
No strike.
The pitch. It's in there, and it's fouled off. A pitch popped up to left field, and it's caught by Bond in left field.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Jim Maloney got a single and an RBI in the second inning. Now back up to see what he can do. 0-1 to start off the at-bat. Next pitch, fouled back right into the catcher, and it's 0-2. A pitch, fouled off. Oh, it stays 0-2 on Maloney. Pitch is popped up, and Runnels is there for the out.
the batter number 14, second baseman.
And next up, Pete Rose, who he got walked in the first inning, and he's 0 for 1. See if he can make any noise. Rose waits. That one's in there. That was inside, and it's 1-0 to Rose. Swing and a miss.
One ball, one
Now
strike.
1-1 to Pete Rose. That one swung on, and it's hardly hit. It's hardly hit. It's hard hitted, but it's fouled off. A pitch, broken bat, popped up, and an out to Nellie Fox, and that ends the inning. As we'll come back for the top of the fifth after these messages. As we start the fifth, Ken Johnson comes up to start it. That one's in there. 0-1. Next pitch is fouled off, and it's 0-2 to start off the at-bat. Next pitch struck him out on the low ball, almost in the dirt.
Number 11.
3 strikes and you're out of here. His next batter, Eddie Casco, steps to the plate. And that one's down the line. And in there for a single. That was a throw and a half, even though it didn't mean anything. That was a big, long throw to Pete Rose all the way from left field. Eddie Casco on first as Nellie Fox steps to the plate. That one's just inside, and it's 1-0. Fox is 1 for 2 with a single and a run. Fox waits the pitch from Maloney, and that one's fouled off. The pitch by Maloney, in there.
1-2.
Strike 2, 1-2 count. The pitch. The ump said he went on the check swing, and that's the second strikeout of the inning for Jim Maloney on Nellie Fox. And he did it on Ken Johnson, but Eddie Casco is on first base, and now Pete Reynolds with his single is on plate, and he takes it, but it's 0-1 right down the middle. Maloney
1-1.
way down low, and it's 1-1. The pitch by Maloney is popped up left field, and it is caught by Leo Cardenas, and that ends the top of the fifth. And as we go to the bottom of the fifth, Ruiz, Benson, and Robinson all do up.
Leading off for the
Chico Ruiz is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop-out, and he leads off the inning.
No.
That one's a little off the plate, and it's 1-0. Johnson pitches. He's bunting. That one's a high bunt. It's way up there, and it's caught
now batting,
by Bateman.
number 28.
Tried to bunt. It went way too high and was hanging up there for way too long, and Bateman got there in time to catch it for the first out. And now Pinson's up. That one's in there. Strike 1. He has a single and a run on the game. Johnson delivers. Popped up in foul grounds, and it's caught for the out
Now
by
batting,
Bob
right
Aspromonte,
field, Frank.
getting there in time. And now the big power hitter, Frank Robinson, he's 1 for 2 with a single.
Ball. No.
That one's down low, and that's the way we start off the at-bat with a ball. The next pitch is in there, 1-1.
1 ball. 1 strike.
The next pitch by Johnson is swung on and is fouled off by Robinson. A pitch,
2-2.
a little outside And it's 2-2 to Frank Robinson. The next pitch,
Ball.
a little outside.
Count.
Full count to Robinson. And that's fouled off way back there into the stands at second stands up. That one's popped up and it is gonna be caught. A long hike for Rusty Staub, but he gets there in time, and no hits for the Reds, and that ends the 5th inning. Quick 5th inning as the Colt 45's will come up.
Leading off for the Astros, the left fielder.
The
Ball.
Jim Maloney getting ready to start off the inning as his first opponent to get through is Walt Bond. Maloney delivers.
That's a strike.
Swing and miss by Bond.
0-1.
And that one swung deep to right. Is it getting over the head? No! That is payback from Frank Robinson robbing Walt Bond, because Walt Bond robbed Frank Robinson. Rusty Staub waits the first pitch of his at bat, and it's 1-0. Maloney, and it's fouled off. And 1-1. That one looked a little off the plate, but it's called a strike, and it's 1-2. And that's a swing, a deep drive to right. Robinson does not have to move, and that is another out. Second out, and second fly out, caught by Frank Robinson of the inning. Jim Wynn, he has 2 flyouts, he's 0 for 2. Down low, 1-0 to Win. The pitch, down low again. Almost the exact same position as 2-0. The next pitch, swing and a miss. 2-1. Swing and a miss. All of these pitches have pretty much been in the same spot, but it's 2-2. Next pitch, fouled off. Stays 2-2 to Win. Maloney. Pitches, and it's a full count on the ball. Aspermonte waits on deck. Maloney delivers, and it's down. Rose has it, and that's the end of the inning. Gordy Coleman catches it, and that's the end of the inning. Gordy Coleman, Bob Skinner, and Johnny Edwards are due up for the Reds.
Leading off for the Reds, the first baseman,
Coleman.
19.
Delivers, and it's popped up the field, and that's gonna be fouled off. Another crack of the bat, but that one is caught. Coleman is out. Jim Wynn catches it, and now Bob Skinner gets an applause as he comes up to the plate. He's 1 for 2. A pitch. Swing and a whiff. Way too early on the swing there. That one's in there for a single. for Skinner. And now Edwards is up. He swings. It's deep to right. Is it gone? Yes! Barely made it over the wall, but it did. The first home run of the year. It goes to Johnny Edwards and the Cincinnati Reds. And Bob Skinner comes home and it's a 2-run shot. And that gives the Reds a 4-1 lead. You could hear that thing going, and it was gone. 369 feet, 100 miles per hour off the bat, and we have a pitching change. For the Colt 45's, Ken Johnson's coming out. And we'll be back after these messages. And coming in is Dave Giusti. Giusti comes in to pitch, and his first pitch of the game is a strike to Cardenas, who is 1 for 2 with a single in the second inning. The next pitch. Inside. Owens warming up for the Colt 45's. Cardenas with the next pitch. And it's popped up. And it is caught in right field by Rusty Staub. Jim Maloney is 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI as he comes in to bat in the 9th spot. That one's in there. Strike 1 to Maloney. His next pitch in there in the almost the exact same spot. 0 for 2. Maloney has not even thought about swinging the bat yet. Next pitch is a little high, and it's 1-2 to Maloney. Maloney gets set and ready. Giusti delivers down low. It's 2-2. A pitch. That one straight down the middle. No swing, and that is it. But Johnny Edwards puts up 2 runs. And that ends the 6th inning. As the Reds put up 2. Bob Aspromonte. A hit by pitch in the 4th, and he's 0 for 1. In the top of the 7th. Colt 45's got to put up 3 in the next 3 innings. Strike 1, Ellis and Worthington warming up and getting loose for the Reds. Aspromonte, swing and a miss. 2 strikes on Bob, and that one is a little outside, and it's 2-2. Aspromonte, swing and a miss. Struck him out swinging. And that's the first out of the inning. Maloney only took 4 pitches. And next up is John Bateman. Little outside, 1-0. Bateman struck out and flew out, and he's 0 for 2. Looking for his first hit of the year. Maloney delivers, little inside, 2-0. Maloney deals.
Ball,
A little high, 3-0.
3 balls, no strikes.
Maloney.
Ha!
That one's strike one, 3-1. Gotta come back in the count here. Jim's gotta do it to try to get the strikeout. Or out. And he makes it a full count. The pitch. In there. Swing and a miss. 3 straight balls followed by 3 straight strikes, and that ends the top of the 7th.
The designated hitter.
With one more out.
Johnson.
Ken Johnson. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout.
Off the plate.
Off the plate. Just a little off. A little out. That's 1-0. That's popped up to dead center. Vada Pinson's there. And he makes the out. And that ends the top of the 7th as we go to the bottom of the 7th with the 7th inning stretch.
Leading off for the
Coming
Reds,
back
the second
from the
baseman,
break, Pete Rose up. He got walked. And he's 0 for 2.
1-0.
The prodigy not doing too well in his first game of his second year. Ball 1. That one's fouled off, and it's 1-1 to Rose. Reds looking for some insurance runs. That is a crack of the bat by Rose. That one's deep, but it is caught by Wynn in center field.
now batting.
A nice swing, though, from Rose. She happened to get there in time. 0 for 3, Chico Ruiz. He popped out in the 5th.
Ah!
That one's in there, 0-1. Gusti. He was trying to bunt. Gusti delivers. Fouled off. 0-2. Gusti. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Now batting.
Pinson coming up. He's 1 for 3 with a single and a run. Just trying to tack up some more runs for the Reds.
Ball.
That one's a little down low. And it's 1-0. The next pitch is down there. Can Pete get there before Vada? Yes, he can. And that ends the 7th inning. Reds still lead 4-1. Colt 45's are coming up next. 1, 2, 3. Due up.
Leading
Top
off
of the 8th. Eddie Casco leads off. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles. He's being pretty productive
Yeehaw!
as he whiffs at the first pitch of the inning. Casco waits, fouls it back. And it's 0-2 to start the inning. They got 2 innings to score 3 runs now. And they were up to start this game 1-0, and they let up 4 runs. Caught in center field by Vada Pinson.
second baseman, Nelly.
Nelly Fox up now, 1 for 3 with a single and a run, 1 out, and the 8th inning. 5 outs away from the Reds winning the season opener of this 1964 MLB season, as Nelly Fox takes the first pitch, and it's 1-0.
Ball.
And it's 2-0 now. Maloney's made it this far, all the way to the 8th. Will he make it all the way through the game or not?
D-Rod.
Strike 1. 2-1. That one's fouled back and it's 2-2. Fox waits. That one's fouled off for a second time in a row. And he'll see another pitch. 2-2. Fox waits. That one is fouled off. Third time in a row. And you'll see another one. Maloney makes it a full count on the ball. 3-2. In there! At least called in there. Lily Fox not happy about that call. Second out of the inning. Pete Runnels comes up, third man in the lineup. 1 for 3 with a single. And he's also the third to bat in this inning. That one in there for strike 1, 0-1 with 2 outs. A great start on the season for the Reds so far. That one's a little inside, 1-1. Swing and a miss from Pete Runnels, and it's 1-2. Next pitch is down there. Rose out to Coleman. And that's the third out, and the Colt 45's only have one last chance in the 9th inning to score 3 runs. And the Reds can score insurance. Frank Robinson coming up. 1 for 3 with a single, the power hitter who got robbed in the 2nd inning, or first. Giusti. Strike 1 on Robinson. Coleman warming up in the back. He's on deck after Robinson. That one is Runnels, and Giusti makes the out.
Now batting,
1 out
19.
in the bottom of the 8th. Gordy Coleman comes up to bat. He's 0 for 3 with a line out in the 6th. Giusti pitches, and that's a ball. Coleman waits the next pitch. That one swing and driven deep to center, and Jim Wynn watches it go over to the fence. And that's a home run by Gordy Coleman. Second home run of the game. Coleman and Edwards both have one. And now it's 5-1 Reds. Now the Colt 45's need 4 runs to tie this game up with only 3 outs to do it. That one way deep, 404 feet over the center field fence. And now up is Bob Skinner, and it's 1-0 to him. He's 2 for 3 with a double, single, and an RBI. Giusti is fouled off by Skinner.
Two, 1.
2-1 pitch by Giusti. That one in there. 2-2. Giusti. That one is fouled off by Skinner. Trying to stay alive in this at bat. 2-2 count. And he struck out. That looked like it could have been out of the zone, but it's called in the zone barely. And that is the second out. That was a curveball to end it. And now Johnny Edwards, he was the one with a home run, but he's going to be out. Eddie Casco throws him out. And that will end the inning, but Gordy Coleman with a solo home run to make it 5-1. 5 runs, 9 hits for the Reds, 1 run, 4 hits for the Colt 45's, and they need 4 runs to tie with 3 outs to do it. Reds coach talking over something, and Bill Henry is going to come in.
Number 17, Tommy Harper. Leading off for Houston, the left fielder, Colt.
3 outs away.
Ball.
Walt Bond is his first opponent. Worthington in the pen.
High. 1-1. Ball inside.
2-1 to Bond. Strike 2. A pitch. Strike 3. Struck him out. 2 outs away. Walt Bond goes down. And now, Rusty Staub comes up as he could be second to last batter for the Colt 45's. He flew out in the 6th, 0 for 3. 2 outs, and they need 4 runs and a miracle. Henry makes it 0-1. Just Rusty Staub, and he makes it 0-2 on 2 straight foul balls. This one should be over, but you never know. Henry waits, delivers,
Ball 2.
and that's ball 2. So it's 2-1. I messed up the count. I'm sorry. 2-1. Struck him out without looking. I was right. There was 2 strikes, but there was also 2 balls. Jim Wynn, 2 outs, and Jim wins the final gasp for the Colt 45's, and he struck one, and that should do it. And the Reds win it 5-1 on opening day. A great game. And this will end it in Cincinnati and Crossley Field. 5 runs, 9 hits for the Reds, no errors on the game. And the Colt 45's 1 run and 4 hits. The Colt 45 started the scoring with 1 run in the first. And the Reds put on 5 in the rest of the game. And that ends the opener for the 1964 MLB season. And I'm Crawford. Please like and subscribe to the Commentator's Corner. Bye.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Cincinnati Reds. 5 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 5 runners on base. For the Astros, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 5 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 47 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.